Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I am so grateful that you are here. My name is Nikki and I channel messages from movies and TV shows using tarot and oracle cards. And I'm excited and honored to be doing a reading for you today. For this video, I will be channeling messages from Batman films. And I am so excited because these films were so much fun to watch and to see what messages actually came through and what inspired the idea for this video. I have this thing where I love to go shopping and look for movies that have 4 or 5 movies in the disc set. And I actually found this box set. Well, it's not a box set. It's 4 DVDs of Batman at Dollar General. And this one has Batman, Batman and Robin, Batman Returns, and Batman Forever. So 3 of these movies will be making an appearance in this video, and channeled messages will be coming from them. So this was a lot of fun to watch these movies, and I actually have other DVD box set, disc set movies for future videos planned, so stay tuned for those. So how this reading will work. In the next part of the video, you will see 3 different piles. Please meditate on the pile that is speaking to you and go to the timestamps that I provide down below to go directly to your reading from there. Also, a lot of very general messages come through. So if you find something doesn't resonate for you, don't try to force something that does not fit. Only take what resonates and leave what does not. So let's jump into some channeled messages from some Batman movies. Hey pile number 1, welcome to your reading. I am so grateful that you are here. Your film is the 1989 movie Batman, directed by Tim Burton, starring Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson, and Kim Basinger. And the synopsis says, "The Dark Knight of Gotham City begins his war on crime with his first major enemy, being the clownishly homicidal Joker, who has seized control of Gotham's underworld." Okay, pile number 1, let's see what your cards have to say. And disclaimer, there will be spoilers that come through the reading, so if you have not seen Batman, just be mindful of that as we move forward. And also a lot of very general messages come through. So if you find something doesn't resonate for you, don't try to force something that does not fit. Only take what resonates and leave what does not. And also before I started this reading, I set the intention to have a Keeper of Light assist with the reading. So let's see which Keeper of Light is going to bring through some additional messages for you. We have the Divine Director, intervention and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. That's very beautiful, pile number 1. Divine intervention is occurring with your situation in your life right now. So there's nothing to worry about. Your guidance is coming in strong. It's important to trust that and to remember that when it comes to our life purpose, ultimately that is happiness. So when we feel, jolts of happiness, when we're moving along on our journey, it's important to pay attention to that because that is an indication that you are moving in the right direction. All right? So your first card is strategy. And I'm actually being drawn to the number 21 up here. And this angel number is a positive omen that you're on the verge of significant personal growth and opportunities for success. Spirit is saying the one thing to propel you further is a strategy and a crystal clear plan to help keep the momentum going. I'm feeling this start and stop energy, and if we stay in that place, that will continue to manifest as such. You will see progress because you move forward, but then once you stop, you'll see the exact same thing, which is a halt in your progress. In the film, Bruce Wayne, played by Michael Keaton, is a billionaire who hosts a fundraiser where reporter Alexander Knox, played by Robert Wool, and photojournalist Vicky Vale, played by Kim Basinger, attend. Both have been investigating sightings of the masked vigilante Batman. And Bruce Wayne is actually Batman, but no one else knows this except for his butler, Alfred Pennyworth, played by Michael Gauge. When Wayne meets Vicky, he falls for her very quickly. In the meantime, mob boss Carl Grissom, played by Jack Palance, sends Jack Napier, played by Jack Nicholson, to raid Axis Chemicals and retrieve incriminating evidence. The truth of the matter is that Grissom wants Jack murdered for sleeping with his mistress, Alicia Hunt, played by Jerry Hall. Batman shows up while everything is going down, and Batman and Jack start fighting. But the fight ends when Jack falls into a vat of chemicals. Jack survives, but has been disfigured from the accident. His skin has turned chalk white, and his hair has turned emerald green. And this is how the Joker is born. Basically, he goes insane and starts lacing hygiene products with Smilex. And this is a deadly chemical that causes people to die laughing. This leads Batman to come up with a strategy to deter the Joker from hurting anyone else. He does extensive research on Smilex so that the residents of Gotham can escape the toxin. So just as Batman came up with a strategy, Spirit is saying you can too. Having a plan that you stick to can help you stay focused with your goals. This could be as simple as planning out what you're going to do in a calendar and setting the intention that you follow through. Another option is to create a to-do list the night before. You could write out 3 things you want to accomplish the next day. And the act of doing this increases the probability of you accomplishing those things the next day. I'm also drawn to the compass on the card here. What direction are you aiming for? Get clear on what that is and keep your focus on that direction. If your reality is showing you different, still keep your sights on the direction you want, as everything you want is already yours. But you got to keep focus on that fact and not be distracted by what you don't want. I also feel a lot of you have messages to communicate to the world. And obviously, Batman is an ultimate light worker, and so are you, pile number 1. Just as Batman helped keep toxins from the residents of Gotham City, you have the ability to do something similar. I feel very powerful healing abilities and also energy transmutation. Some of you may have found yourself in difficult situations in the past, only to find that everything worked out okay. For example, you may have been out somewhere where a fight was starting to break out, but then something happened to prevent it from getting out of hand. This could have been something like the cops showing up before things got worse, or something similar. This is because you have a naturally high vibration. So the fact that you are here is healing the planet in itself. Your energy helps to neutralize situations. So you've been helping the collective since you were born, my friend. And Spirit wants you to know that you have all the tools and resources you need to succeed. It's just time to put a strategic plan into place and stick with it. Your next card is the Nine of Wands in reverse. This card has an energy of being afraid to take risks, and there's a sense of distrust. And this is a big reason why some of you haven't created a strategic plan for yourself yet. And this energy will certainly keep you from moving forward. But Spirit wants you to know and understand how protected you are. Whoever crosses you crosses your energetic support team. In the film, Batman is literally bulletproof. And there's even a scene where he doesn't have his Batman costume on out in the streets, and he gets shot in the arm, and it doesn't even faze him. He keeps walking like nothing even happened. And this is without his protective gear on. So Spirit is using this as a metaphor to show you how protected you are. Spirit is saying it's safe for you to take risks and to trust. And if someone messes with you or tries to take advantage of you, not only will they receive karma for that, but also their attempts will not even stick or faze you. Your only limitations exist in your mind. Your next card is, don't let yesterday take up too much of today. Spirit is showing me you had some painful past experiences and how these experiences led to an energy of not feeling like you can trust. In the film, when Bruce Wayne is a child, he went to the movies with his parents. When they leave the theater, they are approached by some men who mug them, but they also end up killing Bruce's parents. So he has this childhood trauma that still has an effect on him as an adult. He also feels like he needs to protect his identity, so he works as Batman in secret. So Spirit is bringing through a specific message for some of you. I feel like some of you bring messages through anonymously or don't let the world see who you really are. And Spirit is saying it's safe to show the world the real you. You're meant to shine your light in its entirety as you are. This very well could stem from past trauma and having a fear of truly being seen in the world. I too know what this feels like, as I've had social anxiety up until now. And I had to consciously choose to let that old version of myself go in order to be able to bring these messages to you. And if I can do it, so can you. This means to not allow your past to define you anymore. Today is a new day to create whatever you want. And whatever happened yesterday, last week, last month, or even years ago, don't let those experiences steal the gift of your present moment right now. Your final card is the Devil. This card is totally bringing through a message from the Joker in the film. We got the white face and the makeup, and he actually repeats the phrase, "Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?" many times throughout the movie. And that pairs very nicely with the Devil card itself. So Spirit is showing me how you feel weighed down by something. This could be anything from a relationship, addiction, or even a job. I'm being shown the Joker at the very end of the film. He takes Vicky hostage in a cathedral, and Batman pursued them so he can save her. He tells the Joker that he knows he's the one who killed his parents because he recognized his recurring phrase, "Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?" The man who killed his parents said the same thing to him. So this is how he knows it was the Joker. Batman tells him that he made him. And the Joker tells him that he made him as well. So I feel an energy of wanting revenge, and Spirit is saying it's not worth it. Revenge creates a never-ending cycle of karma, and this cycle can end with you. The person who hurt you will receive their karma, and it starts by you taking your power back. If we hold on to the anger and pain, it keeps the power in the other person's hands. And you don't have time for that, pile number 1. I'm being shown the scene at the very end when a helicopter of Joker's men come to get him. They throw a ladder down for him, and Batman uses a grappling hook to attach the Joker's leg to a crumbling gargoyle. He can't bear the weight of the statue, and he falls to his death. The final joke is on him as he lays on the ground with a sinister laugh recording playing. So the Joker let his anger and pain weigh him down, and he hurt many people in the process. Batman let his anger fuel him into helping people. So both of them were mirrors of each other, but yet different examples of how they utilized their own pain. You are someone who is here to make a difference in the world, and the pain you've experienced in the past is going to serve in helping you help others. And this is because you will understand their pain, and you're going to be able to show them how you overcame it. It's safe to drop the heaviness, and it's safe to trust and let unconditional love in. Wow, pile number 1. Beautiful messages coming through the film Batman. Thank you. If your reading resonated, if you enjoyed it, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. Thank you to the Divine Director for bringing through some additional messages. I love you all so much, and I will see you on the next video. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. I am so grateful that you are here. Your film is the 1995 movie Batman Forever, directed by Joel Schumacher, starring Val Kilmer, Tommy Lee Jones, Jim Carrey, and Nicole Kidman. The synopsis says, the Dark Knight of Gotham City confronts a dastardly duo, Two-Face and the Riddler. Formerly District Attorney Harvey Dent, Two-Face believes Batman caused the courtroom accident which left him disfigured on one side. And Edward Nygma, computer genius and former employee of millionaire Bruce Wayne, is out to get the philanthropist, as the Riddler, former circus acrobat Dick Grayson, his family killed by Two-Face, becomes Wayne's ward and Batman's new partner, Robin. Okay, pile number 2, let's see what your cards have to say. And disclaimer, there will be spoilers that come through the reading, so if you've not seen Batman Forever, please be mindful of that as we move forward. And also, a lot of very general messages come through, so if you find something does not resonate for you, don't try to force something that does not fit. Only take what resonates and leave what does not. And also, before the reading here, I set the intention to have a Keeper of the Light assist with the reading. So let's see which Keeper of the Light will be bringing through some additional messages for you. We have Kali Ma. Facing fear, major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. Okay, so Kali Ma, as the card states, with facing fear, helps us to release things that we are fearful of. So I am feeling a lot of fearful energy, and I believe your reading here will point out what some of those fears are, but also these fears in particular that come through the reading, these are what are most important to focus on letting go at this time, because this says major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. So as you let go of any fear that is preventing you from moving forward with something, once you do let go, that is when things will move forward with more progression. So let's see what your first card has to say here, pile number 2. We have rest and rejuvenation. Okay, so Spirit is first drawing me to the number 19 on the top of the card here. And this angel number is all about perseverance, inner power, and finding your spiritual path. And also how our highest timeline is paved with positive thinking. You're being called to enter into rest right now, pile number 2. It's time to go within and quiet the mind so you can hear your inner voice. The man on the card here is meditating. So I do feel some of you engage in this practice, or if you've never tried meditation before, Spirit is suggesting it to help gain clarity and insight for yourself at this time. In the beginning of the movie Batman Forever, Batman, played by Val Kilmer, diffuses a hostage situation orchestrated by the criminal Two-Face, who's played by Tommy Lee Jones. Two-Face has some disdain for Batman, as do most criminals, because he failed to prevent an accident involving acid that disfigured him and led him to having a split personality. Later, Edward Nygma, played by Jim Carrey, who is a researcher at Wayne Enterprises, shows his invention to Bruce Wayne. It can beam television signals directly into a person's brain. Bruce says he's not interested because he feels the device would manipulate people's minds. Edward goes crazy and kills his boss, staging it as a suicide. He resigns from his job and plots to get Bruce Wayne back for rejecting his idea. So he starts sending him riddles, which leads to the creation of the villain, the Riddler. So Spirit is showing me a few things here. First, I feel very strongly that some of you are puzzled by something and don't know how to come to a solution. It literally feels like a riddle from the Riddler himself. With the rest and rejuvenation card, Spirit is saying to go within and return to your center. All the answers you need are within yourself. Also, setting an intention is very powerful, or even saying affirmations. You could say something like, I set the intention to only see solutions today, or I always see evidence of solutions in my life. This will prime your mind to focus on solutions instead of problems. If we focus on problems, the more problems we will manifest. So Spirit is showing me how some of you keep looking outside of yourself for the answers. And I feel some people around you are not giving good advice. Some of these people have an energy like Two-Face, where they show you one side of themselves, but they have a completely different energy when they are not around you anymore. And I feel energetically, some of you are already picking up on this. Trust the vibes you feel. The answer you seek could also come to you through meditation. If you meditate or are open to meditating, write down what insights come to you and then create a plan for yourself on how you can implement it. With Kali Ma helping with the reading, she is pointing out some fears here. I feel some of you already have a great solution that would work wonders for whatever issue you're facing right now. But there's some fear around how it will be perceived by others. Edward was rejected by Bruce when he communicated his idea, so I also feel some of you fear the same thing will happen. Spirit is saying to communicate your ideas anyway. It will help get energy moving forward again. And if your idea gets shot down, those are the people you are not meant to work with. I do feel if you communicate your idea in a group setting, not everyone will be opposed. So communicate your ideas. You do have some good ones, pile number 2. But ultimately, this is a time to stop overthinking things and give your mind a rest so ideas and solutions can flow naturally to you if you still find yourself in an energy of riddle me this. Your next card is the Queen of Cups. There's a beautiful offer of love coming in for you. This queen is solid in their emotions, calm, and very intuitive. Spirit is showing me Dr. Chase Meridian, played by Nicole Kidman in the film. She has a crush on Batman, not knowing that Bruce Wayne is actually Batman. And there's one scene in particular where Batman saves the day once again, and Chase tells Batman to meet her at her place at midnight. Before going, Bruce tells his butler Alfred, played by Michael Keaton, how he wishes Chase wanted him instead of Batman. And Alfred tells him to let her decide what it is that she wants. So Batman goes to meet Chase, and she ends up telling him she is actually in love with Bruce, and how it surprises her because she thought Batman is who she always wanted. And when Batman turns around, he smiles at the camera because this is what he wanted. For her to love him for who he really is. So Spirit is showing me a person in your life, or someone whom you haven't met yet, who loves you for who you are. This connection feels emotionally safe and warm, and this person doesn't judge you for anything from your past. I'm also picking up on a general message here, as this may not resonate for everyone. I feel some of you are well known in the world, or you're in a relationship with someone with a certain level of fame. And with that fame or status came a realization that you didn't want to be in a relationship with someone who put you on a pedestal. You wanted someone who saw you. And if you're in a relationship with someone who is well known, that is what your partner loves about you, that you're able to truly see them and hold space for their passions. I'm also drawn to how it's nighttime on the card. For those of you who have yet to meet this person, you may meet this person at night during a full moon. And I'm noticing how Amy Lee on the card here is standing out in the night. You won't be able to miss this person because their soul and spirit will be illuminated to you. True soul connections always recognize each other. And what is meant for you will never pass you by, pile number 2. I'm also feeling a fear here around this person not being into you, but the opposite is true. This person loves everything about you, and your energy is different from all the other people they have dated. And that will be very apparent when you do meet each other. I'm also feeling a sense of loneliness from some of you, wondering when this person is coming into your life. And with the Queen of Cups also comes a sense of emotional healing. Some of you have been isolated for quite some time, and this part of your journey is necessary to help bring you back to yourself. And the emotional healing you've done is calling in your tribe and higher level soulmates. Keep doing what you're doing as things are unfolding as they are supposed to. You're right where you need to be. Your next card is Don't Wait. Life goes faster than you think. I'm drawn to the clock on the card here. So, divine timing is definitely at play in your life with what it is that you want to manifest. But you must do your part as well. Our manifestations are a co-creation with the divine. You must take action. Otherwise, the timing keeps getting pushed farther into the future. Spirit is saying life goes on whether you take action or not. So if you stay in an energy of waiting for something to happen, that is what will keep manifesting. Even more waiting. I feel a very general message coming through, and I keep hearing the words comic book. So if some of you are creating a comic book or wanted to create a comic book or something creative in nature, this is your green light to go for it, okay? In the film, I keep seeing the scenes with Robin, played by Chris O'Donnell. His family is performing an acrobat show at a circus. Two-Face shows up and threatens to detonate a bomb unless Batman reveals his identity. There's a clock on the bomb counting down the time. So Spirit is showing me another fear coming up around time running out. And every day that you wake up is another opportunity to take action towards your dreams. And yes, it's inevitable that life will end one day. But what kind of life do you want to create for yourself between now and then? You have a special talent or gift that is meant to be shared with the world. Spirit is saying to stop waiting to create and start now. It's time to get the ball rolling on your dreams. Instead of focusing on time, focus on today and what you can create in this present moment with what brings you joy. Your last card is the Eight of Wands. Yes, pile number 2. This card indicates fast movement forward as you start to take action, okay? So it's just a reiteration of all the other messages that lead to the ending card here of the Eight of Wands. And the universe works fast when we choose ourselves and what lights us up. This card also indicates a sudden yet steady positive growth taking place. So you may find that as you begin taking action on something, you start seeing steady growth as you remain consistent with it. And have confidence because you deserve these blessings coming in rapidly for you, okay? I'm drawn to the title of the film, Batman Forever. So Spirit is showing me that you're going to create a legacy that lives on forever with whatever it is you're creating. So please, please, please don't withhold your gifts from the world any longer. Share them with us, as doing so gives other people permission to share their gifts. It creates a very powerful ripple effect in the world. So this is a time for going within to help eliminate fear and overthinking, trusting your inner voice, and no longer waiting to start something. And taking inspired action will bring amazing people and resources into your life, my friend. The energy will begin to move fast once you do. Wow, I love those messages so much, pile number 2. Very beautiful. Thank you. Those are your messages from the film Batman Forever. If you enjoyed the reading, if it resonated, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. Also, thank you to Keeper of the Light, Callie Ma, for assisting with some additional messages. And thank you all for being here. I love you all so much, and I will see you on the next video. Bye. Hey, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. I am so grateful that you are here. Your film is the 1992 movie Batman Returns, directed by Tim Burton, starring Michael Keaton, Michelle Pfeiffer, Danny DeVito, and Christopher Walken. And the synopsis says, having defeated the Joker, Batman now faces the Penguin, a warped and deformed individual who is intent on being accepted into Gotham society with the help of Max Schreck, a crooked businessman, whom he coerces into helping him run for the position of mayor of Gotham, while they both attempt to frame Batman in a different light. Batman must attempt to clear his name, all while also deciding just what must be done with a mysterious Catwoman slinking about. Okay, pile number 3. Let's see what your cards have to say. And disclaimer, there will be spoilers that come through the reading, so if you've not seen Batman Returns, please be mindful of that as we move forward. And also, a lot of very general messages come through, so if you find something doesn't resonate for you, don't try to force something that does not fit. Only take what resonates and leave what does not. And also, before starting the reading here, I called upon a keeper of light to assist with the reading. So let's see who will be assisting with your reading today, pile number 3. We have Bridget, inner strength, move back to wholeness, recognize that you have the power. Okay, so there's a lot of fiery energy with taking your power back, feeling more confident, hearing your inner voice loud and clear, and moving forward in that with that knowing of that power. And Bridget, I'm just drawn to the fire. It's like a fire being lit within you, and just allowing yourself to be seen and heard and valued in the world as you move back into the wholeness within yourself, pile number 3. That's very beautiful, and I'm excited to see how Bridget's message here relates to the other cards in your reading. Your first card here is Deceit. Okay, so first I'm drawn to the number 25 at the top of the card here. And this angel number indicates that major changes are on the horizon for you. And this is a wonderful time to strengthen your intuition and trust yourself more, okay? I see how this hasn't always, come so easily though with this deceit card coming out. I'm seeing you've experienced someone betraying or deceiving you in the past. In the film Batman Returns, a wealthy man named Max Schreck, played by Christopher Walken, gets abducted by the Red Triangle Gang, whom the Penguin, played by Danny DeVito, is the leader of. Penguin blackmails Max with evidence of his corruption because he wants his help with being integrated with Gotham's elite. So Max stages a fake kidnapping of the mayor's child. And this allows Oswald, the Penguin, to rescue the child and become the town's hero. So Spirit is pointing out to me a situation with you, pile number 3, where someone lied to gain status with something or stole credit for something that didn't belong to them. Spirit is first drawing me to the money on the card here that this guy's holding in his hands. And I feel some of you had money saved in a bank account for something and it was stolen by someone. I also feel for some of you it was college tuition money, or for a creative idea you had, or something to help you with moving forward on your journey. And I also see that after this money was stolen, it stopped you from pursuing a certain path that you felt was meant for you. And as hard as this may be to hear, everything happened as it was supposed to. This doesn't mean that your pain is invalidated. If something hurts you, it hurts you, and all of your emotions matter. It also doesn't mean that the path you wanted to pursue wasn't meant for you. It very well could have just been a matter of not being the right time. I also feel some of you were blackmailed by a family member or a friend, and whatever the situation was, it painted them in a more favorable light. Spirit is saying that what comes around goes around, and karma doesn't mess around, okay? The energy we put out always comes back to us in some way, shape, or form. I'm also being drawn to the candle in the back of the card here. And I feel this signifies the truth coming to light. It's in the background, but it's slowly but surely making its way to the deceitful person on the card. Anyone who lied, blackmailed, betrayed, or deceived you can't hide for much longer. Their lies will be exposed for all to see. And the curtains are also open on the card here. So this is just another indication of not being able to hide behind anything anymore. At the end of the film, Batman records Oswald's derogatory comments about Gotham's citizens. Then he plays the recording at Oswald's mayor rally. And this ruins his image and forces him to retreat to the Gotham Zoo. I also feel a lot of you have been doing the work to heal yourself. And taking your power back is the best medicine you can give to yourself. You are your best and strongest healer, and you've got this. And being able to forgive those who have hurt us helps shine light on the truth in a very powerful way as well. Also, trusting yourself is the key to no longer manifesting deceitful people, as the outer world is a reflection of our inner world, always. Your next card is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so a big karmic cycle is coming to an end for you. And it's best to go with the flow of where this ending is taking you. Sometimes we are so comfortable with the old way, we cling to the karmic wheel and go through the cycle all over again. And this is how we stay stuck in repetitive patterns. I'm drawn to Doc Brown's face, though, on the card here. And he has this new awareness of how to break a negative cycle in his life. But he must let go to move into his new beautiful reality. I'm also drawn to the title of the film, Batman Returns. I feel that your spirit guides have helped bring a new awareness to you, and you're remembering the power you have within. This is a total comeback vibe, and I love how this confident energy feels. You're recognizing the higher calling on your life, pile number 3. Batman, played by Michael Keaton, also had a higher calling to help the world. And Spirit is showing me the scene at the beginning where he's sitting down. But he stands up, and the bat symbol is illuminated in the window behind him. And I love how this Wheel of Fortune card looks the same with, him being illuminated with the clock in the background. It looks very similar to that scene in the film. So your path is being illuminated for you. And it's time to let go of what no longer serves you and continue stepping into your most powerful self. Spirit is also bringing through a message about how your age doesn't matter. Many people hold beliefs that they can't create their dream life because of how old they are. All you need to create your dream life is your powerful brain and the courage to take inspired action toward it. Do not let a number dictate what you're capable of doing with your life. You make that call, not your age. Your next card is Enjoy Today. Spirit is always bringing a reminder to enjoy our present moment. And this is because it can be all too easy to keep thinking about the past or having anxious thoughts about the future. When we do this, it robs us of the beauty of today. All there is right now. So it's important to stay present and enjoy it while we can. Spirit is showing me how some painful past experiences have kept certain cycles on repeat in your life. And I do feel some of you have an abandonment wound that runs deep. And this wound can keep us from living fulfilling lives. And it can cause us to continually not trust people and believe we will always be hurt. In Batman Returns, the film opens with two rich socialites, played by Paul Rubens and Diane Salinger. They are waiting for their child to be born. And once Oswald makes his appearance in the world, his parents reject him because of how he looks. So they discard him in the sewers, and a group of penguins adopt him. After Batman exposes him to the citizens of Gotham, Penguin erupts in anger, and he puts a plan into place to abduct and kill Gotham's firstborn sons to avenge his own abandonment. So Penguin chose to hold on to his anger. And this doesn't pan out well for him because he meets his demise by Batman at the end. Letting go of the past and enjoying today is a step in the right direction toward healing. So how does one let go? First, by allowing yourself to feel the pain of the past. If you haven't allowed yourself to feel the anger and sadness, it will remain in your body. You can release these emotions by truly allowing yourself to feel them. Journaling is a great way to do this as you're releasing the emotions on the page as you write. If you feel the need to cry, then allow yourself to cry. And don't judge yourself for how long your healing takes. It takes as long as it needs to. But once you feel you've released the pain, this is when forgiveness can take place. It's very difficult to forgive if we haven't processed our emotions. And forgiveness cannot be forced. But it is a necessary step to letting go of the past. And we never forgive someone for their sake. We do it for ourselves to release the pain from our system. Holding on to the pain only poisons us over time, and it's not worth it. Last, what is going on in your present moment, pile number 3? Focus on today and enjoy it. Your last card is the 10 of Swords. Wow, pile number 3. Whew, some people have really, really hurt you. I can feel that, especially with this card. There was backstabbing, deceit, betrayal, and abandonment. And your reading has kept reiterating this. Now, I know this card looks alarming, but the good thing is that this card does indicate the worst is over. Like, things cannot get any worse than this, right? It's just awful. In Batman Returns, Spirit is showing me Catwoman, played by Michelle Pfeiffer. Her name in the movie is Selina Kyle, and she's a shy and timid secretary who works for Max Schreck. She inadvertently finds out his plot to build a power plant, which would siphon and hoard electricity from Gotham. He attempts to kill her by pushing her out of a window. A group of cats surround her and bring her back to life. And when she's lying on the ground, it looks a lot like the person on this 10 of Swords card here. I love that symbolism and how it relates to the film. It's brilliant. But when Selina goes home, she angrily creates a costume for herself, and this is how she becomes Catwoman. The next day at work, she is no longer the shy and timid secretary she was the day before. She's confident and aggressive with what it is that she wants. So Spirit is showing me how resilient you are. You have been through some of the most difficult things a person could ever go through, and you're still standing. Spirit is saying to celebrate your strength. I'm also drawn to how Catwoman has 9 lives, just like a cat does. You have this innate ability to bounce back from anything life throws at you. I'm also feeling very strongly that cats, or some kind of animal in general, has helped you heal through your darkest moments. They showed you unconditional love that some people were incapable of showing you. Catwoman also had a hard time letting go of her anger, and this is why she's not able to fully let Bruce Wayne into her heart, as they have a romantic connection in the film. And before she turns into Catwoman, she's repeatedly making comments about how men have hurt her in the past. Feeling her anger empowered her to be more confident, but also holding on to the anger led her to working with the bad guys to help take down Batman. And she almost loses the rest of her lives because of this. So Spirit is saying to own your dark feminine energy. And this applies to every person, regardless of gender, as we all have masculine and feminine energy within us. Your dark feminine energy serves you in many ways, but it's important to learn how to harness and control it. And Michelle Pfeiffer will always be my favorite Catwoman because I feel she embodies this role in its entirety. The shadow of the dark feminine is rising to the surface in the collective at this time, and there's anger, resentment, pain, and full outrage. We do not need to fear this side of ourselves. We can utilize our dark feminine energy to bring about positive change in the world. This energy gives us courage to speak our truth, stand up for ourselves, and radiate confidence. This energy is not a hindrance to you, pile number 3. Use it wisely and to your advantage. Wow, pile number 3. That is all that I am seeing from the film Batman Returns. If you enjoyed your reading, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. I am so grateful for you being here today. Also, thank you to Bridget for assisting with the messages. I love you all so much, and I will see you on the next video.